Victor Harrington had it all: money, power, a penthouse overlooking Manhattan's glittering skyline. Yet he felt a profound emptiness. Years of boardroom battles and high society galas had left him jaded. The smiles felt hollow, the conversations shallow. He yearned for something more, a love untainted by his fortune. One rainy Tuesday, as Victor stared out at the city below, a decision bloomed within him. He would shed the trappings of wealth and become someone new, someone ordinary. Only then, he believed, could he find a love based on genuine connection, not on his bank account. That night, Victor began dismantling his carefully constructed facade. He packed away his designer suits, his expensive watches, the tangible symbols of his success. They felt suffocating now, a barrier to the authenticity he craved. In their place, he chose simple clothes, a worn leather jacket, a life far removed from the one he knew. He rented a small apartment in Brooklyn, a stark contrast to his luxurious penthouse. The neighborhood bustled with life, a vibrant tapestry of cultures and experiences. He traded his chauffeured limousine for the subway, the rhythmic clatter a comforting change from the hushed silence of his former life. Introducing himself as Jake, Victor took a job at a local bookstore. Surrounded by the comforting aroma of old paper and ink, he felt a sense of peace he hadn't realized he'd been missing. The work was humble, honest, and for the first time in a long time, Victor felt a sense of purpose that had nothing to do with profit margins or stock options. He spent his evenings exploring his new neighborhood, frequenting cozy cafes and local diners. He made acquaintances with his neighbors, people with down-to-earth concerns and genuine warmth. He was no longer Victor Harrington, the formidable CEO, but simply Jake, a man starting over, eager to experience life's simple pleasures. One sunny afternoon, a young woman with fiery red hair and eyes that sparkled with intelligence walked into the bookstore. Lily. She was searching for a first-edition Hemingway, her passion for literature evident in the way her fingers traced the spines of the books. Victor, as Jake, helped her find it, their fingers brushing briefly. A spark, unexpected and exhilarating, shot through him. They fell into conversation discussing their favorite authors and characters. Lily was witty, quick to laugh, and possessed a genuine love for life that resonated deeply with Victor. He found himself drawn to her warmth, her genuine spirit untainted by any knowledge of his wealth or status. As days turned into weeks, their paths continued to cross. Chance encounters at the local coffee shop or park became something they both looked forward to. Victor found himself sharing his thoughts and dreams with Lily, his true self emerging from beneath the carefully constructed facade of Jake. He was falling for her, and the realization terrified and thrilled him in equal measure. Each shared laugh, each stolen glance, deepened Victor's feelings for Lily. But with the burgeoning love came a gnawing guilt. Their entire relationship was built on a lie. He wasn't Jake, the humble bookstore clerk. He was Victor Harrington, a man whose life was worlds apart from hers. The weight of his secret pressed down on him, threatening to shatter the fragile happiness he'd found. He saw the way Lily's eyes lit up when she talked about their future, the future they were building together, brick by brick, on a foundation of honesty. He knew he couldn't keep up the charade forever. The longer he waited, the more painful the truth would be. But the thought of losing Lily, of seeing the trust in her eyes replaced by hurt and betrayal, was unbearable. Torn between his love for her and the fear of losing her, Victor found himself caught in a web of his own making.